What's up, y'all, man? How y'all making out today? Happy Sunday to y'all. So, y'all, I really want to sit back and have a little chill conversation with y'all. Look, it's been a good one, man. I've had to really reevaluate how I play this game. That's not saying that I'm not looking forward to some needed changes on here, but you gotta take the game for what it is. You know, the good and the bad on it, and they do have some good. But I want to take a moment to talk about something that we have been talking about, and it could be really bad. It could be really good. I'm waiting to see how it plays out. Everything in my mind telling me, Gabe, I'm kind of a little worried, but we're gonna see how it play out. So I know y'all have heard already about the upcoming changes with the new augments that's coming out. Now we spent a lot of people was kind of clowning how hard I went behind Aquatic Arsenal in a video a couple months ago, and lo and behold, not everybody about to have it in a couple days. It scares me. So look, I'm gonna put the changes on the screen in this video. Y'all could take a look at it throughout this video and y'all could see. I really don't want to touch too much about the fire one because I don't tank. I'm primarily a DPS on this game. That's what everybody know me as. So I really just want to focus on those. So for the most part, pretty much they're going to be, and we don't know right now mathematically how much of a bonus water is going to get, but one of the augments that we're receiving is an augment that's going to buff the damage of water DPS that's already DPS, and if you're not DPS, is going to, I guess not, I don't mean DPS, but if you're not water, it's going to grant you the abilities. And that kind, I'm not gonna lie to you, that kind of scares me because water is far and away the strongest thing on this entire video game. So, that kind of scares me, but something scared me a little bit more than that. Well, Gabe, what could scare you more than that? Rage. Y'all, I have said it before. Rage is by far the strongest supercharge in the game with Berserk. And if you add Aquatic Arsenal with that, then the possibilities are endless. Well, Gabe, what do you mean by possibilities are endless? Well, I don't think a lot of people really understand that the only thing that stops Rage from being the best on the game is Rage's low base damage. Rage has some of the worst base damage abilities in the entire game, sadly, but it's kind of what keeps the power set in check. And with this change in coming, you get rid of the biggest weakness to it. So what happens? Well, it's a domino effect. A lot of people see the strong damage that water does, and they don't really understand why it's so strong. Well, the reason why water is so strong is because it can run a set of artifacts that the other power sets couldn't run. What artifacts are those? Well, when you water, you could literally just run stuff like, you don't have to run Omega as the biggest one, but you can run stuff like uh, trans card mixed with, you can mix that up with what's the name of that artifact? Yeah, that's a PlayStation. I just started playing on PlayStation. Candle. So what that's gonna do is give you an insane amount of crit to the point where you could basically perma crit all day. And stuff like that is some of the primary reasons why water is so strong. Now, of course, it comes with dehydrate, aquatic arsenal, which is bread and butter on this game to power sets. Well, to that water power set, but it allows it to drop since the base damage is so high. It allows it to drop stuff like Omega, and Omega has a ton of issues, such as it could glitch out. It's kind of disappointing how it could glitch out. But instead of addressing that and fixing that, what we're gonna get is everybody's gonna get Aquatic Arsenal. So the rotation's gonna change a good bit when it comes to that stuff. I love it. I have so much in store when it comes to Rage. I am definitely switching to Rage. People asking, well, Gabe, why did you go PlayStation? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still gonna primarily. Well, I don't know. I'm in a hard spot right now, y'all. So this is a fresh tune that I'm working on. This is 112 skill points. I started this morning off with like 20. Y'all, this is my PlayStation account. I have not touched a PlayStation in years on this game. When it comes to DC, but they got something that we don't get on PC, and it's tremendously different. And what's the thing that's different on this game on PC versus PlayStation? Well, you go to the marketplace, and I'm sitting on 70,000 marketplace cash, and I didn't spend that much money to get it. Or how is that possible? It's possible because PlayStation gets deals that PC just don't get. So while I don't have anything on this count right now, give it a couple days. Tuesday, you're gonna have the summer place discount, which is gonna be 30% off. So you basically, I done got all my marketplace cash for 30% off from being PlayStation Plus. I'm gonna get 30% off anything on the marketplace, and then you get the discounts from buying marketplace cash when you have a membership. So it's a tremendous discount. It's not gonna take me much money to kind of catch up. I'm probably gonna spend the next couple of days getting some skill points on this character, so I'm gonna have a decent amount of skill points probably by the end of the week. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I've reevaluated how I play the game. I am scared. I think by far, Rage is going to be the strongest power set on the game. It's not even gonna really be close. The closest thing to it is going to be Water, which is still gonna be tremendously strong. I don't know how significant the change is gonna be to it, but just fundamentally, people gotta understand the way Rage works. It's an incredibly hard power set to balance because just how strong Berserk itself is. So some other power sets if you don't want to be Rage. Ice is definitely gonna be decent. Electric is gonna be decent. Y'all, this game is a supercharged meta video game, which isn't bad. Like that's pretty cool. I could see some different stuff happening. I mean, I could definitely see nature, a person that can understand nature getting pretty creative. And the reason I say that is nature has by far the strongest ally on the game for DPS with the poison ivy ally. So say if you want to run that werewolf, which give you more crits, you could run a werewolf farm, aquatic arsenal inside the werewolf farm, so now you got your base damage, and you can run one or two poisons. And I would only run the poisons just to proc poison ivy on boss fights and stuff like that. You can even proc it, yeah, just proc it on boss fights. On hallways, I'd probably run something much quicker, something like God, since you can move in and out those phases, so in and out those shapeshifts so quick, you could definitely run static with Flash, and I think that would be pretty juicy. But we're just gonna see. I mean, I'm excited to see what people come up with. So keep that on your radar. Like I said, I'm calling it right now. Rage is going to be the strongest thing on this video game come Tuesday. After that, Water is probably gonna remain at top. I'm 100% sure it's gonna be the second strongest. Third strongest is going to be Electric just because of Circuit Breaker. You're gonna have ice up there and possibly nature if a person really know how to do it. I definitely can see myself pulling off of nature, especially since they get an aquatic arsenal. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. As always, y'all, this your boy Gabe. Until the next video, y'all be cool.